And by the old clock on the wall tells me that it's after 8 o'clock and it's time for the Scratchy Record Show to end. And for a show from the 21st century to begin, which would be the best show on WFMU. Tonight's host of the best show on WFMU will be Tom Sharpling, it says here. And it says here that that's me. So I am joined right now by my first guest on the program, the Scratchy Record. How are you tonight, Scratchy Record? Okay. That's creepy. I don't like this. So, Scratchy Record, how are you planning to spend Thanksgiving? Can I speak to just the Scratchy Record, please, if you don't mind? Okay, you're getting a little excited. There. Okay. Really? So that's how you're spending Thanksgiving. I didn't realize that you... Okay. Uh-huh. So even though you earn a 7-figure income every year, you still take your family to homeless shelters to eat Thanksgiving dinner? Well, now what about those who, the people that those dinners are meant for? The homeless and the less fortunate than you, who don't have the money to just go buy a Thanksgiving dinner, but you're taking food out of their mouths. Does that bother you at all? Oh, okay. So it's just them's the breaks, I guess. Now, where did you where did you get the income that you are currently bringing in? How did you fall into a job that brings in 7 figures a year? Scratchy Record. Okay. Uh-huh. But that's illegal. Yes, in America, that is illegal. Well, we don't live in Thailand. Well, that's just disturbing. For shame, Scratchy Record. For shame. And tell your owner there, the chanting whisperer, he should be ashamed also. And on that note, we say goodnight to the Scratchy Record, and we say hello to the best show on WFMU, of which I am the host. My name is Tom Sharpling. We'll be back in 2 songs to get the show started. Here we go. After an exciting 3-week hiatus, where the show was put on ice, and now it has been thawed and defrosted and is ready to be eaten. How did we defrost the show? We microwaved it. So it is hot in the center. Warm on the outside. That's not how we did it. Sure it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. You know not of what you speak. Of what I speak? Nice outmoded language there, guy. What are you talking about? Of what I speak? That's proper English. Oh, yeah, technically it's proper English, but it just sounds stupid. Oh, it sounds stupid? You called the way I speak outmoded, yet you're going to challenge me on of what I... Using that as an intro, as a preposition of what I... I got no time for you. Oh, that's so typical. Whenever an argument starts, you want nothing to do with it. You chicken out the second it gets going because you can't stick to your guns. I can stick to my guns. No, you can't. You do it every time. Anytime I bring up something, and then you disagree with it because you're such a contrarian. I am not a contrarian. Yes, you are, and you know it. And anytime I bring anything up, you challenge me, I challenge back, you fold. That's not true. It's very true. Shame on you. Hey. How do you want? You want to fight? Yeah, I'll fight you. Where do you want to fight? You name the place, bro. You're the one talking tough. Oh, I'm the one talking tough. You name the place. No, 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 you name the place. Okay, I'll name the place. Right here, right now. You want to throw down? Let's throw down. Let me see what you're made of. You want to fight right now, huh? Yeah. Right now. You up for it? Or are you going to fold? You're going to back down just like you usually do? I'll fight you. You want to fight? You really want to fight? Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on, let's do this. You want to fight? Huh? Oh! Oh! Oh my God, I'm bleeding. Oh! You like that? You want more of it? Oh! Oh! I think I knocked a tooth loose. Oh! Yeah, cry. That's right. Walk away. Walk away. I don't want to fight. That's right. Leave. For shame. We heard something from the new album by The Fall called Country on the Click. We heard Mountain Energy. That is available on the fantastic Action record label. And you know what they say, everybody wants a piece of the action. Everybody wants satisfaction. Everybody needs satisfaction guaranteed. Everybody wants a piece of the last band, which we heard from starting us off there. From their legendary demo, Cha Cha Cha. Hot stuff. The phone number is 201-200-9368. 201-200-9368. And it is Open Phone Tuesday. Or you can email the program by going to friendsoftom.com. And you just click on where it says Contact Tom. Or Yeah, contact Tom. Just click on that. You can zap me an email. You writes it, I reads it. That fast. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dan Makta for filling in for 3 hot weeks, from what I hear. The reports have been scalding. And I thank him very much for stepping in and knocking out 3 weeks of great radio by all accounts. I apologize to those who were planning on hearing a best of show for the weeks I was gone, because due to some technical difficulties, I was unable to provide that. But now I am back live for you here, joined by associate producer Matt, who is right now manning the phones at 201-200-9368. So, first things first. Obviously, I missed the 2003 fall record fair, and I missed the exciting table, the Friends of Tom table that was set up. It was there for on the Sunday of the record fair, and I hear it was fantastic, and I'm truly sorry I missed it, and I truly appreciate everybody who made that table happen. I salute all of you, and I thank all of you for that. And if you want to give me reports on that, on how the table went, give a call. I'd love to get your take on how the Friends of Tom table was perceived on the at the fall 2003 record fair. And there was something hanging in the air from the show a few weeks ago, which was this whole Yes thing. It's people were getting on. I got on the group Yes, right? Who are, I'm sorry, they're awful. People told me they weren't awful. They're awful. You know they're awful. You all know they're awful. Anybody who thinks they're anything other than awful, you're looking way too hard for the good in something that isn't that good. It's like, oh, here's a good moment in the Yes catalog. I found this one song. No, you shouldn't have to like scour. A good band should have the songs ready for you. There should be too many good songs. Not, oh, here's one moment that's not completely awful. So I stand by my claims, although many have implored me to back down, telling me that there was a prog rock mafia out there, that I would feel the repercussions if I did not tone down my anti-yes stand. But you can't silence me with threats and intimidation. Tommy, don't back down like that. In fact, I'm so willing to say that yes, bite it hard. I gotta change. This music is not suiting me tonight. There we go. That's better, right? Does that feel better? Better fit? Yes? Anyone? Good? You know what band is better than Yes? What comes out of the prog rock movement? You know who it is? Who's the best band? Here's a question. Who is the best band to come out of the entire prog rock movement? Best band. 201-200-9368. Best prog rock band ever. Can be an offshoot. Who is it? Who is it? Rush? Matt just said Rush. No, it's not Rush. It's not Rush. Yeah. Give me your dirty hand gestures. But it's not Rush, my friend. 201-200-9368. Who is the best band to come out of the prog rock movement? Screen like the wind, Matt. Best band to come out of the prog rock movement. I got it ready to go, too. Ready to play for ye. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, it's Lapika.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'd like to chime in on this. You're touching on a favorite topic of mine, actually.
On how awful the band, yes?
Well, both that as well as who the best prog band is.
Okay.
And let me just sort of preface this by saying that I actually recently sat down and I worked very hard. I tried to come up with the one band that I hated more than any other band out there. Uh-huh. And it was Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I can't stand them. There's nothing redeemable about them as far as I'm concerned.
A couple weeks ago, I had a show where everybody was I was saying Yes sucked, right? Mm-hmm. And then people were like, no, they're good.
Well, there's always then you get the people crawling out of the woodwork, the great defenders of the old stuff.
You mean whether it's good or not?
Right.
You mean just classic rock becomes like an even playing field. All of a sudden, Led Zeppelin are equivalent to Yes,
yeah.
Who are equivalent to The Who, which is not the case.
No, that's not the case at all.
So who is the best prog rock band? Mike Lupica, host of Judgment Night.
That's not
right?
true. That's not what I said. The Who is not the best prog rock band.
No, I said who is it?
Oh, you want to know who it is?
Well, first of all, I should let everybody know that this is Mike Lupica, who hosts the show. He kicks off the Powerhouse Tuesday lineup from 9 a.m. to noon. Your show is called Judgment Night.
That's right. According to you, it is.
Because
why is it called that?
Because it's like the Judgment Night soundtrack.
Right.
Where you have the best of alternative rock combined with the hottest hip-hop.
That's right.
Right?
Basically, if you distill all music down, it all comes down to Mudhoney and Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yes. If it's rock, it's Mudhoney.
Right.
If it's quote-unquote urban, as you call it on your show, it's Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Right. But anyway, so the best prog band.
Yeah.
And you sort of included the possibility that it could be sort of a band that was kind of the result of the fallout of the prog rock scene.
Yes.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Asia.
Wait, who did you say?
Asia.
Did you just say... Bow, bow.
I never meant to be so bad to you. One thing I said that I would never do.
Right? Asia?
Those chords don't lie, man. Those chords do not lie.
Do you want to know how solid Asia are?
You don't have to tell me. I know.
But check this out. You hear this Asia song?
Yeah.
Listen to his voice. Now we're gonna go get a CD from a very popular acceptable indie rock type band, right?
Okay.
And check this out. Just watch this. This is going to be magic at work.
I'm sitting down.
What's that?
I'm sitting down.
Are you sitting down?
I am.
Get ready for this.
All right.
Where is it? I can't find the right song here. Hold on. Blah-bitty, blah-bitty, blah. I can't find it. It's a band that has 900 albums.
And it's not Yes?
No, it's not Yes. You know what I'm going to do?
Asia kept it fairly tasteful, too, which is another reason that I'm firmly in their corner. What do they have, 2 records?
They had 3.
3, okay. But still, that's entirely acceptable.
Yes. Let's check this. Let me see if I can find the right song. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on one second, young man.
No problem.
Associate producer Matt is searching for the right song here.
Got it.
But I'm going to say goodnight to you.
Wait, quickly.
Yes.
Who was in Asia, and why were they a prog rock band? Because now I don't even remember, now that I've brought it up.
You know who was in Asia?
No, who?
First of all, let me get Asia back on here.
Wasn't somebody from Yes in Asia?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Maybe you've heard of Steve Howe.
That's who it was, right.
And Mr. John Wetton, who did time in King Crimson, Uriah Heep.
I was actually laboring under the false pretense for years that Uriah Heep was like a stoner metal band. And then I actually bought a record of theirs, and I was sorely disappointed.
Yeah.
It was prog rock.
It's a good name for one. And then they had Carl Palmer from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And then they got the dude from the Buggles. Now listen to the lyrics. Here, listen to this.
I can sing them.
Ride the dragon's wings. But listen to this song now. Listen to the voice. You hear it?
I do. I hate to admit it, but I do. And I didn't know who this band was until the guy started singing.
All Guided by Voices are doing is biting Asia's style.
You're right. They're poppy, but they're complicated, which is what people like about Asia.
Exactly. I know it's what I like about Asia.
Of course.
Listen.
And I think I like Guided by Voices exactly as much as I like Asia.
Well, here we go. Wow, no, 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 no. Bong, bong. Wow, no, 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 no. Bong, bong. I'm going to say goodnight to you, Mike.
Good night, my friend.
Good night to you.
I'll talk to you
Bye.
soon.
Is gone and you're alone. Beside the phone. It for yourself. Now I'm going to read. This is from the liner notes to the Best of Asia. The direction of popular music at the end of the 70s was a pointed attack on what had developed earlier in the decade. Punk and new wave were seen as an antidote to the overthought and overplayed sensibilities of 70s rock. Progressive rock began in the late 60s and featured songs with mystical themes, extensive soloing by the band members, and track times that often ran into the double digits. Some of the bands at the forefront of this genre were King Crimson, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and yes, who would have ever imagined that one of the most successful bands born in this era of, quote, rebellion would be made up of members of the acts the movement was trying to escape from? Asia emerged from the same frustration. John Wetton, who had handled bass and vocal duties for 70s titans such as King Crimson, Uriah Heep, Roxy Music, and UK, was ready for a change. Wetton hooked up with Yes manager Brian Lane, who introduced him to Yes guitarist Steve Howe, whose band had decided to disband after releasing their 10th studio album, Drama. Howe and Wetton decided to try writing together, and soon proved to be a productive pair. With the success of their songwriting partnership, they decided to launch a band. Drafting former ELP drummer Carl Palmer, the trio quickly gelled. After Palmer's suggestion that keyboards would help flesh out the sound, Howe enlisted ex-Bugle Jeff Downs, who would replace Rick Wakeman in the latest Yes lineup. The liner notes get funny because in them, like obviously Asia had a super huge first album. And then their popularity started to wane, but the liner notes are trying to be very tactful about it. Like they're just like, I'll read more, and you'll see where these liner notes try to be tactful about the fact that Asia was hemorrhaging fans after their first album. The Wetton and Downs songwriting team proved even more fruitful, and an album was soon ready to go. While the members of Asia had each experienced success, no one could have imagined the splash this quartet of former prog rockers was going to make not only on the charts, but also on a new television network called MTV. Asia, released in 1982, was an unparalleled smash. So they call the first one an unparalleled smash. Propelled by its opening track, the top 5 single Heat of the Moment, which we're hearing right now, right? The album hit number 1 and stayed there for 9 weeks. A second single, Only Time Will Tell, also camped out in the top 20. And album tracks such as Soul Survivor were airplay staples. Right there you can already see how they qualify things. Like, Heat of the Moment was a top 5 single, which means it went to number 5. Only Time Will Tell camped out in the top 20, which meant it was probably went to number 19. And Soul Survivor was an airplay staple. Certified 4 times platinum in the U.S., Asia became one of the most successful debut albums in history. A sold-out tour followed, and the Wetton Downs team began work on the notoriously difficult sophomore album. Not only did Alpha sell over 1 million copies, so right there they have lost 75% of their fan base because they went from 4 times platinum to 1 time platinum. Not only did Alpha sell over 1 million copies, but also radio and MTV embraced Don't Cry. The Smile Has Left Your Eyes. The Heat Goes On. So Heat of the Moment, I guess it was like Let's Twist Again for Asia. The Heat Goes On. Hey everybody, remember the heat of the moment? Well, guess what? The heat goes on. Even Daylight, the non-LP B-side of Don't Cry, became a fan favorite. So they're already saying fan favorite, like they're... Asia seemed unstoppable. Well, actually, no, they seemed very stoppable at this point because they had already lost 75% of their fan base. After the exit of Steve Howe and a short stint where Greg Lake replaced John Wetton, who coincidentally Wetton originally replaced in King Crimson, Asia began work on Astra. Released in 1985, the album featured the hit single Go. So now it's just hit single. Like, we're not going to say it camped out in the top 20. We're not going to say it was a top 5 single. We're just going to say it was a hit single. And strong album tracks. So they're really strong album tracks. In Voice of America. So they had a song called Voice of America. While the album didn't reach the commercial heights of its predecessors, it remains a vital chapter in the band's musical history. Oh. Look, Asia, they kind of suck. I'll admit it. But it's like Guided by Voices, right? You hear it? Everybody? Everybody knows it now. 201-200-9368. 201-200-9368. We can talk about prog rock if you want. I'd like to hear from some people who are at the record fair, or hear from some of the principals behind the exciting Friends of Tom table, which was on Sunday at the record fair. What did I do the other night? Hey, last night I went to the movies. And I saw the movie, I saw One from the Heart, which is the Francis Ford Coppola movie that followed up Apocalypse Now. I think it came out in something like 82, probably. Yes, 82. And it was the one that he spent all his money on and kind of went in the toilet financially because nobody saw it when it came out. And I guess it's the first time it's been in theaters in a long time, I guess, since it came out. And it was, I'm not even sure what I thought of it. It was kind of like, it was kind of awesome, but really messy, but it was visually, it was unbelievable. You know, it was like, see, he did it all on these sets. It took place in Las Vegas, and it was all on these sound stages, just these huge sets replicating Vegas, and it was that kind of hyper artificial look with the matte painting and the lighting was really controlled, just setting the mood, and just the sky was fake. But then it had these moments of absolute realism in it, like everybody's house was messy and underwhelming, as fake as the houses were. So it was really, I don't know. I give him points, right? Give him his due. He put it on the line. He walked the walk. He put his money where his mouth is. Coppola went down for the count. Then what did he do? He clawed his way back. He didn't do it with other people's money. But I think tonight is the last night it's running. It was at the Sunshine there on Houston, which is a very nice theater. And I'm glad I saw it on a big screen, even though it was not that big of a big screen. It was still bigger than my television. And it was a spectacle. It was just like a big, fat, messy. It was just all out there. Good for you, Coppola. You know, I was gone for a few weeks. I went to Los Angeles for 2 weeks, then came back for a couple days, then bounced back to San Francisco for a week because I had to come back for some family engagements. So I took 4 cross-country flights in about 3 weeks. And on those flights, since it's a 5 and change flight, 5 and change in terms of hours, they were able to show 2 movies on each flight. And on the 4 flights, they showed the same 2 movies. So I am proud to tell everyone I have seen the movie Alex and Emma, featuring Kate Hudson and Luke Wilson, directed by Rob Reiner. I have seen it 4 times. And I am proud to tell everybody I have seen Charlie's Angels Full Throttle 4 times, plus the 1 time I saw it in a movie theater. So I have seen Charlie's Angels Full Throttle 5 times. And it was at the point where I would read a book when Full Throttle would be playing, and I would be perversely drawn toward it, watching it. As bad as it was, I would just watch it without the headphones on, because I really would rather not get the I'd rather not, if you're driving a Rolls Royce, that's like, you got to assume, how am I going to say this? The amount of people, what I'm trying to say? Anyone can fly on an airplane, and I'd rather not put anyone's headphones on my ears. I don't know who was there before me. It's like, if you're in a Rolls Royce, 2 people have maybe been in it before. The pool that you are pulling from is small. I don't know how long those headphones have been on the airplane. I don't want them on my ears. So I watched Charlie's Angels Full Throttle without headphones 4 times. I did watch Alex and Emma with headphones 1 of the 4 times. FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, yeah, Tom?
Yeah, hey, who's this?
Hey, this is Scott in Manhattan.
How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing okay. I wanted to know if you've ever heard of or seen Kaiju Big Battle.
I've heard of it. I never did see it. I almost saw it one time.
It's totally not worth it. I just saw it at Warsaw and Williamsburg last week.
Uh-huh.
So disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something to say about it. It's pretty much just a big ad for art student product.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah. I thought it was going to be sort of music, sort of, it's like a wrestling match. Are you into wrestling?
Of characters. I'm not a big wrestling fan.
I'm not either. I didn't really realize it before I went. I should have known. But they dress up in these like guar type foam monster costumes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny at first, and then it just gets kind of old, and you can't really see what's going on. And it was $20 too.
Okay.
And it's pretty much a vehicle for them to sell, which I guess is kind of cool. They're doing their thing, to sell a bunch of their products.
Yeah.
They've got a pretty good website at kiaju.com. But
it was not fun.
It wasn't that cool. No, it was kind of disappointing. The coolest thing was after the show there was a fight afterwards with this like rocker guy in a big motorcycle goatee and a trench coat trying to fight one of the Polish bouncers at the club.
So this was real, though.
Yeah, that was real. That was after the show. That was the most exciting part.
Was a dude trying to fight a bouncer?
Yeah. Well, and the dude asked the bouncer to go meet him at a gym down the street in like an hour. To what? Have a pumping iron off? No, I think to throw down. To throw down at a gym? Yeah. Or are they going to throw weights at each other? I don't know. Maybe they're going to get in the ring. Maybe he got inspired by the Kaiju battle. I'm not sure. I don't even know if he was in there. But that was the most exciting part. It was a little disappointing. It was totally disappointing. Yeah.
Warsaw is not the world's greatest place to see a show, though.
Nah, that's the first time I'd ever been there. I didn't know. It's huge, that place.
Yeah, the Warsaw Caverns.
Is that what they call it?
That's what I call it.
What did you see there?
I've seen a couple bands there.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess it wasn't that great. I don't know. I hadn't seen anything else there. I mean, this wasn't really a band. This was, they had a big, huge wrestling match surrounded by a steel fence in the middle of the floor.
Now, how far away were you from the action?
You're right at the fence. There weren't that many people there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I am sorry that you didn't enjoy it.
But it really made me miss Guar. You know, Guar doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Guar broke up.
I think Guar broke up a couple of years ago.
Over what? Over what? Artistic
I'm not sure.
differences?
I think it was the same, like a Fishbone type thing. Like they weren't appreciated enough.
Yeah.
So they got tired of it.
Yeah, nobody appreciated Fishbone enough. Not like Fishbone had every chance on earth to find fans.
I can't agree with you more. Well, the ska thing kind of went out too. The bubble burst on the ska thing.
Fishbone? That was like the worst.
I was into them. You never into them?
I bought one Fishbone record and I was just like, this bites.
Which one?
I don't know. It stunk though.
Oh, well.
It was like 9 guys, right?
Yeah, all those ska bands had 1,000 horn players and whatnot in them.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? The Mighty Mighty Bosstones has one guy who just dances.
Yeah. And
they almost hit it big once.
You know what's great about Fishbone had an album come out the week before SoundScan started.
The way
you know
what started?
Do you know what SoundScan is?
No, what's
it's
that?
the way of tracking album sales.
Okay.
And the charts used to be reflected by radio play and album sales that were like sketchy. It was like what people were reporting for album sales, and then they hooked the scanner up in the record store that they run the barcode over.
But don't those only count for certain stores? It's not all
for
the
whatever
stores.
store. But that's how the charts are compiled now. It reflected more accurately sales.
Okay.
In those stores. And then Fishbone was one of the ones where it was like getting a major label push. And so they could the record opened huge, just like.
Yeah,
and then
that was they were on Saturday Night Live for that album.
Yeah, and then the second, the record opened huge, and it's like, oh my God, these guys are going to be huge. And then SoundScan started the next week, and then when it actually reflected that nobody was actually buying the album, but it was just the label kind of falsely shoving it down the industry's throat.
Right.
That the SoundScan, all of a sudden it plummeted like this insanely unhealthy fall down the charts because nobody was actually buying the record.
Yeah, I mean, they were a good band. I wonder, I'd heard that they complained about the same thing that happened. I guess Vernon Reid used to complain that there wasn't room for a black hardcore or a black heavy metal band. So that's why they weren't promoted enough or whatever. I don't know.
Well, there wasn't. Well, Living Colour is one of the worst bands ever, though.
Yeah, their first album was pretty good.
Oh, that's awful. Living Colour?
Yeah.
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 It's like bad riff rock put with a guy wearing lycra sweatpants or whatever.
The Body Glove
bicycle
was embarrassing. That was silly.
They were the worst.
The lead singer was silly, but Vernon Reid's a good guitarist.
You know what? Good guitarists, get online. Take a number. You're a good guitarist. There's so many good guitarists out there.
Well, what does it take, Tom?
What does it take what?
To make it.
It takes that certain something.
Yeah, well, I guess they didn't have it.
No, they made it. They were huge.
They faded pretty quickly, though.
Yes, because everybody realized that they stunk.
Oh. I remember I almost got beat up once at, speaking of getting beaten up, at a Rolling Stone show, Living Colour opened up. And I was excited. I wanted to, and I had neighbors who owned the arena, so they gave us free tickets. So I was in the second row, and I was standing up, and I was, I really wanted to see this band, Living Colour. They were opening for Rolling Stones.
Sure.
And all these old Stones fans behind me were just yelling at me. One of them actually threw a beer at me, one of those plastic cups of beer.
Really?
I was standing up, and eventually I just I chickened out and I sat down.
There's only one thing I'm going to say, my friend. I don't support throwing anything at anybody, but in this case, I'm on their side. They had a point.
Yeah, well, I was bombed.
You were bombed?
Yeah.
Bummed or bombed?
Bummed.
Bummed?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got your hearing fixed, right? And then realized that Living Color sucked. And then now things are better.
No, I put them on every once in a while. I still like them.
Why?
I don't know.
What's your favorite song by them? Nice job. Nice job. You made your point right there, young man. Shame on you. You are the typical Living Color fan. Mr. Foulmouth. Hey, here's something from the Fiery Furnaces on WFMU.
Now.
Good stuff from John Carter. That's a 2 CD set. And starting us off, the Fiery Furnaces. The name of the album is Gallows Birds Bark. And we heard Inca Rag / Name Game. And that is on the Rough Trade label. FMU, you're on the air.
How's it going, Tom?
All right, who's this?
This is Pampalone.
How you doing, Pampalone?
Okay, long time no talk.
Oh, well, you're back now. We've talked.
Yeah.
We're talking.
Yeah. Hey, I was really moved by the Shin song that you played for two reasons. One, I think it's just a pretty nice song. It's got good delivery. Seems well balanced. And I live down here in Philly. And so for years before finding WFMU, I suffered through XPN. I know some people say nice things about XPN, but they just flat out. I think at one point they probably held above water, but they've completely sold out in my opinion. Nonetheless, one thing that always struck me is how people can get on there that I never heard of before. I mean, granted they'd be doing an acoustic set, but I thought that you could squeeze much out of what they were playing, and talk about the oatmeal they had for breakfast and the girl they met last night, and it's just but the melody line would be just like the one that we're listening to now, only like maybe a fifth lower, and calmer, and just a lot sleepier version of melody lines like what we just heard. And one thing I think about a lot, especially like if you hear the likes of Led Zeppelin and, these screamer bands, is you would probably know the answer to this. What is it about, singing up high that brings the song out so well? That, and sing it all. Some people can sing really low and it sounds good, like, if they have a great voice or something. But usually,
you mean, why do people need to sing so loudly? I mean, so high pitched.
Well, usually high pitched,
and loud.
Right, because what I kept hearing in that song is like if they did a quiet version of it, it would just be another lame strummer song, about some guy's emotional trip, whatever. It could be a lame song if not done well. You know what I mean?
So ultimately, you want to know, why do people sing with that high pitch?
Well, what is it about it that makes? No, I mean I know why, because it brings the song to life. I mean, just from sort of like
So what is the question then, Pampalone?
How come that works like that? Why can't like right now we're not screaming at each other, But if you were to make me mad or I was to make you mad,
You know what I'm going to do? I'm throwing that question out to the audience.
Okay, it's probably not a great question, but the thing that just struck me was just that it's that song. I've heard that song 100 times on what I call the Hangover Cafe with David Dye on XPN, and just shaking my head the whole time, like, why did the person even put pencil to paper? And then, I hear this, and it's not a really complicated production, and it's brilliant. I'm just moved. That's all. Doesn't have to be a big philosophical.
So you want to know what separates good stuff from bad stuff?
Well, that's always the hard thing. I remember hearing a brief little thing with George Harrison where he said, it'd be great to have a computer that could just, figure out whether a song was going to suck or not, After you wrote it, you could just put it in the computer before other people had to hear it. And then, of course, there's the whole phenomena of sucky songs getting big just because they get pushed, out onto the market. And that Aces stuff you were talking, man, that was some depressing noise there, man.
Yeah.
That was,
The question has been thrown on the table, Pampalone.
Okay, well, I just wanted to catch up with you. I do try and catch your show as often as I can.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
And I appreciate your support.
Well, thanks. I appreciate your show.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, bye.
All right.
201. Yeah. 201. 200. 9368 is the number. 201 200 WFMU. It is Open Phone Tuesday here on the best show on WFMU. You are on the air.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Who's this?
My name's Freddie Harmon.
Hey, Freddie. Thanks for calling.
Longtime fan of the show.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Hey, here's what I wanted to talk about. I'm a local magician based in Newbridge.
Okay.
And I don't know if you saw it the other night. There was an interview on, I believe it was MSNBC or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, about the Michael Jackson brouhaha that's happening.
Sure.
They had an interview with a gentleman named Majestic Magician. I'm not sure if you saw that. Did you see that?
No.
He is
Majestic. That's his name.
I'm assuming that's his performance name.
Okay.
But he is Michael Jackson's personal magician.
Really?
Michael Jackson has a personal magician.
A person? You mean like a actual on the payroll magician?
Yes. I believe is on call. I'm not sure if it's 24 hours a day, but he's on call for. He's basically at Michael's command to perform when Michael needs to see magic.
Uh-huh.
And that just blew my mind.
That he would have a magician on call.
That anybody would.
Sure.
And that got me thinking, why don't I do that?
Why don't you what?
Become a personal magician. And, for, big wigs and, CEOs and that sort of thing. And that's why I'm calling you.
You're calling me for what? Are you a magician?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And what was your name again?
Freddie Harmon.
Okay, Freddie.
I go under different names, though.
Okay. Like what professional names do you operate under?
Well, I have essentially two acts that I do.
Okay.
And one is like for teenagers and kids and parties and church functions, that sort of thing. And I'm the Rock and Magic Man.
Rock and Magic Man.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I call rock and roll style magic.
Rock and roll style magic. Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Like I wear a tie with with piano keys on it, that sort of thing. And while I'm doing a trick, I'll play that song "Magic Man" by heart.
Sure.
So
yeah. So it's like a little. You're a magic guy, but you're got a little rock and roll flavor.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My hair's kind of spiked up sometimes when I do that too.
And what was that name again?
Pardon me?
What name did you perform under? That was Rock and Magic Man?
The Rock and Magic Man.
The Rock and Magic Man. Okay. Well, that's cool.
And then my other, like I'll eat fire and do card tricks and coin tricks and that sort of thing. And everything, short of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, because that's been done to death.
Mm-hmm.
But my other act is a little more heavy duty. Dr. Insane.
Okay. What is Dr. Insane?
Dr. Insane does the most extreme magic that you can imagine. It's what I call extreme magic. That's one word.
Extreme magic.
Extreme magic.
So you do a thing called extreme magic?
No, you're saying it like it's two words.
Okay.
It's one word.
Extreme magic.
Extreme magic.
Oh, okay. Extreme magic.
Extreme magic. Yeah, you got it. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like if King Diamond did a magic show.
Uh-huh. Okay. So if King Diamond, the heavy metal legend, I guess, right?
Oh, he's a legend to me, yeah.
Are you a big fan of that type of metal?
Yeah. Abigail's probably my favorite record.
What's that?
Abigail?
That's a King Diamond record?
Of course it is.
Okay, so, sure. So
I'd love to hear some from that record at some point tonight.
Okay, maybe we'll get something on for you.
What was that last thing you played?
That was a band called The Shins.
I didn't like that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I'd like to make that disappear.
Well, I guess you're the magician.
Yeah.
So what is, was it Captain Insane?
Dr. Insane.
Dr. Insane. What does extreme magic entail?
Well, first of all, I wear all black leather. I look kind of like Brandon Lee in The Crow. Do you remember what he looked like?
Sure.
Where he kind of evil and kind of ominous.
Uh-huh.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like David Blaine on roids, or I've also been described as Gallagher from Hell.
Gallagher from Hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'll set my head on fire. I eat a lawnmower. I make women undress and kiss each other. That part's kind of like hypnosis, but it really isn't.
So you'll hold on. Let me get this straight. What are those things you just said there?
Well, I'll set my head on fire.
Yeah, you actually physically set your head on fire.
Yeah.
And then you eat a lawnmower?
Yeah.
How do you eat a lawnmower?
Well, it's a small lawnmower. I mean, it's not like a riding mower. It's one of those things that you would get like at Kmart or something. But I mean, it's got a heavy duty blade on it.
And is it running when you eat it?
At first, it is, yes. But then I have to stop it because nobody wants to see my tongue go flying out of my mouth.
Sure. No, I understand.
But I do eat it all.
Okay. And then you hypnotize women and make them kiss each other?
And undress.
And undress.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds kind of inappropriate.
Well, you should hear what I did when I made a lady's husband disappear for a couple hours.
I don't follow.
I need to do that more often.
What do you mean?
I made her husband disappear at a party.
Uh-huh.
And then I told her that I had a trick that I wanted to show her in the back room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the trick was something dirty.
Well, your dirty is probably not my dirty.
Well, just give me an idea what your dirty is.
I'm 100% sure I couldn't say that on the radio. Let's move on. I also made a kid eat his sneaker.
A kid? Now this is Dr. Insane.
Yes.
You made a kid eat his own sneaker.
Yeah, someone brought their kid to this. It was an adult party. I don't know why they thought that they could bring their teenage son to this thing, but
yeah,
it was a laugh though.
It was a. How do you make a kid eat his own sneaker?
Like I said, it's kind of hypnotism. Once someone's kind of hypnotized, you can make them do just about anything.
But doesn't once you hypnotize somebody, they can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but how do you physically eat a sneaker? Was he like cutting it up?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
of course, he took the laces out. And,
You weren't worried that he'd get sick, though.
Pardon me?
You weren't worried that he would get sick. I mean, that's eating like suede and rubber and.
I'm not sure how that ended up. Once my 60 minutes is out, I grab that check and I'm gone.
Oh, that's So that's not the most responsible approach.
Well, they know what's coming when Dr. Insane blows through that door.
Okay, so it's really just you take matters into your own hands when you're in the audience at a Captain Insane show.
Oh, you do, yeah. I mean, well, that's why I'm...
Dr. Insane, I'm sorry.
Dr. Insane, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you might have the need for a personal magician or any of the people that you hang out with or party with.
You mean in what regard? You mean somebody who would just be on call?
Exactly, like Michael.
I would probably say no. I couldn't imagine that. That sounds a little A little extravagant to me.
Well, you're a big shot, though, from what I hear.
From what you hear.
Yeah.
No, I'm really not a big shot.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Someone I know said that they saw you at Nobu, like twice last week.
Yeah, that's not true.
That wasn't you?
No,
Oh.
that was not me. So, sounds like you might be rolling with the fancy crowd eating at Nobu.
I'd like to.
Uh-huh.
And something that I'm going to be doing soon I think will definitely launch me into that strata.
And what would that be?
Phone magic.
Phone magic.
Yeah.
What is phone
Well,
magic?
it's a new venture that I've got happening that is about to blast off. Basically, in a nutshell, you call my number, the number that will come out, and I'll do some incredibly insane, cool tricks over the phone for you.
Now, is this more Rockin' Magic Man?
This is a little bit of the Rockin' Magic Man, and a good amount of Dr. Insane.
Okay.
But like right now, I'll do something really low key for you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Tom. I've got 3 eggs here. Okay.
Okay.
Now listen very closely as I make the first one levitate. All right. Now here goes the second one. Quiet. Listen very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
The third one is going to go up even higher. Okay. There it goes.
Now, how high are
There it
these
goes.
eggs?
Hold on. And it's going to do an egg somersault right now. Look at that. Listen to that. Voila.
Well, I guess I kind of have an obvious question.
How much?
How much what?
How much does it cost to...
No, that's not
Hold
my question is not how much does it cost to have phone magic performed for me. I guess my question would be that, I guess it's more of a statement than a question. It's just that I'm here, right, over the phone. There's no way I can prove that, there's no way you can prove that happened. I'm just sitting here, hearing you claim that 3 eggs were what, levitating?
Yes, and one did a egg somersault, too.
And how high were they levitating?
They were, the first one was 3 feet, the second one was 4, and the third one was 8 feet.
In the air, just levitating?
Yes.
And this was they were actually levitating?
Oh, yes.
But, you have to understand it's missing a component of which I guess makes magic appealing.
Well, for a little extra, you will also be able to log on to my website and watch on the webcam.
Okay, so...
Which is not up and running yet, I should tell you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. So people cannot check this stuff out on the website?
Not just yet. It'll be up in about a week or so, and that website will be www.freddieharmonmagic.magic.
FreddieHarmonMagic.com?
.magic.
Hold on, wait, no. /magic?
www.freddieharmonmagic.magic.
.magic?
Yes.
There's a .magic?
It's brand new. You've heard of like the .biz or .gov?
Sure.
Or .org.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
But .magic?
Yes.
MAGIC.
Exactly. I'm one of the few people that's on the .magic tip right now, and that's sort of my my fallback. Once I probably I'll probably lose a little interest in the magic in the next 10 years or so, but I'm going to have basically I've bought up a ton of great domain names.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm the owner of Bruce Springsteen.magic, George W. Bush.magic, Microsoft.magic.
Uh-huh.
My retirement money.
.magic.
Yeah.
So how many of these did you buy?
I've got about 75.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.magic.
I can't believe there's a .magic.
It's great.
So Freddie, you're looking to see a personal magician.
Yeah. Like, I was wondering if you could turn me on to any of the CEOs that you pal around with on the weekends.
I really don't pal around with any CEOs.
Well, everyone knows that Jersey, there's a lot of corporate headquarters there.
Yeah.
And, so
there's also a lot of pizzerias, but it doesn't mean I hang out with guys that make pizza all day either.
You don't know Papa John, do you? I'd love to get in with him.
Papa John?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the pizzeria?
Exactly.
Say, not Papa John from the Mamas and the Papas.
No, although I've heard he's not alive anymore, is he?
I don't think so.
Okay. You wouldn't know anyone from his estate, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
I'd love to do some magic for Mackenzie.
So you just want to be a personal magician to a celebrity?
You make it sound dirty and shallow.
Well, I don't mean it to sound shallow or dirty. I guess it's more perplexing or just stupid.
You don't call me stupid. I call you stupid.
I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying it's a stupid idea.
You said my magic is stupid, and I am my magic.
Well, I gotta say, I don't think it's stupid. I retract the word stupid. But I will say, I don't understand phone magic, how you think that there's any appeal. The whole appeal to magic is people seeing it in front of their face. The illusion.
I can describe stuff pretty well, though.
Yeah, but that
you heard me describing the eggs.
Sure, but that doesn't exactly cut it. I don't know that those eggs were levitating.
Yeah, well, on my website, I have a bunch of testimonials from people who say that it's great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's let the buyer beware then.
Would you give me a testimonial? My website.
Sure.
Okay. Can you write it down?
Can I dictate it to you right now?
Sure.
You in front of your computer?
Hang on. Let me boot up here.
Okay. Get your computer set.
I'm almost ready. I'm opening WordPad.
You work in WordPad.
I do.
You know, there's other programs.
Not for me.
You like WordPad?
I do. Okie doke. Let's do this in Times New Roman.
Okay.
12.
12 font?
Yeah. And
okay.
This will be, let's make this bold. I don't think we should underline it, though. Wait.
Hey, isn't this stuff we could do later?
I can't get the color. Oh, it's stuck on that, like, it's almost like a peach color, which doesn't really show up that well. Let me see if I can change this to, I hit blue. It's stuck on, great, it's stuck on blue.
Is that good?
No, it's horrible. I want it to be black. Well, anyway, let's go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Your name is Freddie, right?
Yes.
Freddie Harmon, did you say?
Mm-hmm. Wait, now it's out of 12. It's 10 is just too small. 11 isn't really emphatic enough. Hang on. There, I'm back to 12. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Freddie Harmon?
Yes.
Freddie Harmon.
I hate this blue. Okay.
Freddie Harmon's magic.
Harmon's magic. Okay.
Is a complete mystery to me.
Is a complete mystery to... I spelled mystery wrong. Hang on. Mystery, what was that?
Freddie Harmon's magic is a complete mystery to me.
To me. Okay.
I have never seen it.
I spelled scene like a scene in a movie. Hang on.
Okay.
Seen it. Okay.
Comma.
Comma. Okay.
Nor.
No. N-O-R?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I believe it?
Do I be... Please don't think I'm an idiot. Is it I-E or E-I in believe?
B-E-L-I-E-V-E.
I-E-V-E.
See, WordPad doesn't have a spell check, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Then why are you still working in WordPad? Try Word.
My computer did not come with Word.
Really? How old is your computer?
94.
94?
Yeah.
Might be time for a new computer.
Well, it's Pentium.
Yeah, it's okay. Good for you. It's Pentium.
Don't be condescending.
I'm not being condescending.
All right, I have never seen it, nor do I believe it.
What's that?
Wait, that's the end of your sentence?
No. Read it back to me.
Freddie Harmon's magic is a complete mystery to me. I have never seen it, nor do I believe it.
To exist.
What does that mean?
I'm not done yet.
To exist. Period?
Period.
Period.
Procure?
P-R-O-K?
C.
U-R-E?
Yes.
Okay.
His services.
His services.
At your risk.
That doesn't sound very glowing.
You have been warned.
Is that colon you have been warned, or semicolon? Or
let's just do a dash.
Dash. Well, rather hit M. Okay, dash. You have been warned. That's not much of a testimonial there, Tom.
Oh, I think that's the best I can probably do tonight.
Well, you're lucky that that's the only one I've gotten so far, so it is going up.
I'm lucky. You're right, I am lucky.
Otherwise, I wouldn't use it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just hit backspace and the whole thing went away.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Can you email that to me?
No, I just made it up right now.
Well,
and you only get it once.
I'll bet you only get it once.
Good one, Freddie.
You know?
Yeah.
Meaning, I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think, yeah, you're disgusting.
You know what's going to be disgusting?
What?
When I make your head explode.
You're going to make my head explode.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
It's magic.
It's magic. Yeah.
Taste the magic.
You want to know it'll be magic?
No. Yes.
It'll be magic if you ever actually get someone to hire you for your phone magic service. You will have performed some sort of hypnotism trick on them.
I'm going to hypnotize you.
You sicken me.
I'm going to hypnotize you. I'm hypnotizing you right now over the phone.
You're hypnotizing me right now.
You're hypnotized. All right, Tom.
Yes, Master.
I want you to go and play a song off the Abigail record by King Diamond.
Off the King Diamond album, Abigail.
The title track.
Is that what you want to hear, Master?
That is what I want to hear. I desire it.
I am under your spell, Master.
Now I want you to undo your pants.
Yes. What next, Master?
Pull your pants down.
Yes, Master.
Spank yourself.
Yes, Master.
Are you spanking?
No, I'm not, you jerk.
Wait, you're not hypnotized?
No.
It's a lousy trick to play on someone.
Yes, Master. You're really good.
It's pretty cruel.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm cruel. Yeah, go make some more eggs levitate, you phony.
Pretending to be hypnotized.
Yeah.
For the lowest you can get. Screw you.
Oh. Great. It's always magic. No pun intended. $201-200-9368 is the phone number. 201-200 a WFMU. is the way we do it here. Your phone calls are expected on Open Phone Tuesday. I got an email from someone named Tom. Tom, I find it appalling that you would have the point of view of yelling at people to sit down who are at concerts. One of the main reasons I go to concerts is that I want groove to the music, and if that makes me want to get up and shake my booty, that's what I want to do. Not be part of the masses that sit back and let them shove things down my throat. Rock and roll is about moving and grooving. See you later, turkey. You want to know what? Anybody who's at a Rolling Stones concert in the late 80s, I'm sorry to say this, you kind of deserve what you get. And if you're actually finding the Rolling Stones, the 1989 version of the Rolling Stones, to be the kind of music that you can move and groove to, then I think you have bigger problems than my condemning the idea of moving and grooving at a concert. How can you groove? You're going to shake your booty at Giant Stadium? Yeah, I'm 1.5 miles away from the Rolling Stones. I'm going to shake my booty. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, who's this?
Joe.
Joe, where are you calling from?
Mountain Lakes.
That's right. What's up?
Hey. Have you seen the movie Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Sure.
Isn't it horrible?
In what way?
Like, just how badly made.
Yeah, what's the big deal? They didn't have a lot of money when they made it.
But I like it, though, because it's funny.
Good. Well, so you like to laugh at it?
Yeah.
You'll grow out of that.
Seen any other Ed Wood movies?
Sure.
They're good.
You like Ed Wood?
Yeah.
But you like to laugh at him?
Yeah, because I like the horrible quality of the movie.
Yeah, because he doesn't have $70 million to make a movie.
No.
Hey, you know what? I think if you gave Ed Wood $70 million, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
I was raising the volume on my phone.
Yeah.
So what were you saying? I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying that I think movies like the new Godzilla, Ed Wood could make a better movie than that.
I heard that one was crap.
Yeah,
that's why I said.
That's why I just said Ed Wood could make a better. He would have made a better movie than that.
He could make a better movie than that with $7 million.
Yeah, you know what? Ed Wood, he was working with what he had. Maybe God didn't give him the most talent on earth, right?
Yeah.
But he was doing it.
Yeah.
So don't laugh at him. What you should do, get out there and do it yourself.
What?
Get out there and do it yourself, son.
Okay.
What do you want to be when you growed up?
I don't know yet.
What do you think you want to be?
Some type of engineer.
Like an engineer, like what?
Like
what field?
Designing stuff.
Designing, like what kind of stuff?
Like car parts or something.
Car parts.
Or engine parts, stuff like that. That's what I'm into.
That's what you're into?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. If you're into it, good for you. And I hope you live out your dreams.
Did you become what you wanted to be when you grow up?
When I grow off?
Grow up?
When I grow up.
When you were a kid?
When I was a kid?
What you wanted to be?
Yes.
But this isn't your job. You just do this for fun, though.
Yeah.
Right? What do you do? Like, you write for that show and that's it?
Not anymore, I don't. I work for this cardboard company.
So you dumped writing for a show to work at a cardboard company?
Yeah, I got dumped.
Oh, why? And they got those awards and stuff.
Yeah. I got dumped. I don't know what to tell you. They dumped me.
Jerks.
Thank you. But now I work at a cardboard distribution company. So that's kind of what I dreamt of doing when I was 6 and 7.
The cardboard thing?
Sure.
Well, what exactly do you do? Like, sell it?
I kind of work in design and distribution. Like, we're working on these new boxes.
That's cool.
It's kind of cool.
How'd you get onto that Monk show?
How'd I get onto it?
Yeah, or how'd you get the job for it?
Well, there was a big contest, and I was one of the semifinalists, and then I kind of clawed my way through the pack to win the slot.
That's cool.
Yeah, you do it however you can do it, and I got the slot, and it was down to 3 finalists, right?
Yeah.
And then one of them,
show up.
One of them, well, we were supposed to meet in the hotel lobby at 9 a.m. the following morning.
Yeah.
Right? So then I
beat the crap out of the other guy so we couldn't go?
No, nothing that obvious. What I did is I kept setting wake-up calls for him. Like, I called, I said, yeah, I'm in room, like I knew what room he was in. And I was like, yeah, I need a wake-up call for 3:30 a.m., then I need one for 3:45 a.m., then one for 4 a.m., one for 4:15. So he kept getting woken up with all these wake-up calls.
Oh, and then
he overslept. So
he overslept? What?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Because I kept waking him up. The wake-up calls kept waking him up.
But then, and then you didn't get another one at the right time.
No. By that point, he hadn't slept because he kept getting woken up, and then he just slept straight through.
And you had to be there at 9?
Exactly. So he rolled in at like 10:30 and didn't
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. And then the other guy I just tricked. I slipped a form under his door.
Yeah.
In his room that said it was supposed to be a different conference room. I said it's the Jefferson room when it was the I forget what, I think it was like the Adams room or something in the hotel.
You gave him the wrong time, too.
So he showed up at the wrong conference room in the wrong floor, and then I was the only one there. I got the job.
You should have given him the wrong time, too, because then they could have said...
Look, what I did took care of business. Don't worry, buddy. I did it. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I got the job, and then I got fired, and now I work at a cardboard company, which has been the lifelong goal.
Did you go to...
Have you ever seen our new boxes?
I don't know what the name of the company is.
Consolidated Cardboard?
No, I don't know the new boxes.
Oh, man. Wait till you see these new boxes. They are beautiful. You like corrugated cardboard? Or
is that the one with the lines in it?
You like pressed cardboard?
The corrugated is the one with the lines.
If you look in it, it's kind of like waves, like up and down, like bell curves, up and down.
Yeah.
You know, like... Yeah, we've got this new double corrugated box, which is a 14-gauger, and I think it's going to blow a lot of people away. It's going to be holiday season 2004. You're going to really get a taste of this box.
Are you going to put pictures on the FOT site?
I hope I can. The box right now is in the development stage, so if anybody from any rival cardboard company sees it, they could probably steal the technology and possibly beat us to the marketplace.
And then do you sell those boxes to, like...
Oh, we sell them to all different things. We sell them to, like, mailboxes, etc., all different companies that, shipping things. There's a chance we'll get a USPS account. We're hoping that goes through.
Yeah.
That's a big post office account. So, and then if you're ever sending a package priority, you would use our box.
Why?
Why?
Why would you use yours, like, by choice?
Because it would be behind the counter at the post office. It would get provided with every priority mail order.
Like a monopoly kind of thing? Where, like, you're
the post office would choose to use our boxes.
Or you could, like, make the better boxes and then patent it so no one else could use it, and then they'll only use you?
Exactly.
Like Monopoly, sort of, except there's other companies.
It's like a monopoly, except there's other companies.
And no fake money.
And no fake money.
Which is good.
Joe, thank you so much.
All right.
You have a good night, buddy.
You too.
Bye. 201-200-9368 is the number. It is Open Phone Tuesday here on the FMU. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's Sean in Burbank.
John in Burbank. Sean. Oh, it's Sean in Burbank. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What's going on?
I'm okay. We had an exciting afternoon when I was in Los Angeles.
Yeah. How did the rest of that the cardboard conference go?
Pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I showed them, just gave them a little taste of what we were working on. I think they're on board.
That's cool. You made a lot of connections and stuff.
Oh yeah.
The West Coast cardboard community.
Yes. Now Sean is a Hollywood bigwig.
Yeah.
And
I like thinking of myself as the show's Hollywood insider.
yes, and he works on one of the lots, right?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you can say which one.
I can?
Yeah, no specifics. You can
Okay.
say, what general evil company I
Yes.
work
So you say the name of the company then.
for. Warner Brothers.
Yes, the Warner Brothers lot. And now you were kind enough when I was in Los Angeles to give me a tour
My pleasure.
in a golf cart,
Yeah.
driving around the Warner Brothers lot.
It got pretty crazy at some point.
You showed me. Remember, we were driving along, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you showed me the. Remember a truck was coming at us.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, and who was driving that truck?
Armand DeSante.
No.
What?
David Schwimmer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. TV's friend.
He was driving like his Range Rover.
Yeah, the eco-friendly gas guzzler.
Yes.
Yeah.
We saw him.
Yeah.
And then you showed me the sets to a couple exciting TV shows.
Yeah.
And that was I got to see the sets, and I know some of the people who listen to the audience would love to know the sets that I was walking on. Oh, if you only knew.
A little show. Go ahead and say it, Tom.
No, you say it.
Steve Harvey show.
Yes. Steve Harvey's big time.
Yeah. What else?
We didn't get on the JKX set.
Yeah, well, they're shooting it on a roof now.
Yeah, that's right. They shoot the Jamie Kennedy experiment on a roof now.
Yeah.
But who did we see? We saw a young lady who I'm a fan of. You can tell this story in all its actual honesty.
You're allowing me?
Yes.
Okay.
We're driving in a golf cart on the Warner Brothers lot.
Yeah. Well, we should preface by early in the tour, I drove you past the sets to a show called What I Like About You, starring TV's Jenny Garth and TV's Amanda Bynes.
Yes.
And which one are you a fan of? I can't remember.
I'm a fan of Amanda Bynes.
Okay. So at the conclusion of the tour, I'm returning you to your car.
Yes.
And you're not paying attention, but I was, thankfully. And, we drove right past the entire cast of TV's What I Like About You.
Walking along.
Yeah, just walking through the back lot.
Yes.
And it was at this point that I asked you if you saw, and you replied that you had not. And then you tell me what happened. You say what happened next.
I asked you if we could loop back around.
I think ask is kind of a light word. I think demand.
I think it was somewhere between beg and demand.
Yeah. So I mean, not wanting to lose my cred in this town, I smartly, if I may give myself credit, drove around, in a circuitous fashion, so that way we may look as if we were approaching them once more without their knowledge.
Exactly.
And I didn't. Yeah, how did all that work out for you? Was it everything you thought and more?
It was. It was exciting. I got to see Jenny Garth and Amanda Bynes and the other woman on the show walking along the lot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, Tom, that's just a taste of what my entire life is like.
Oh my God! Please just give me the entree into that world.
I think cardboard is the wrong world for you, Tom.
You think so? You know what was exciting was that it was like, quick, loop around. There's Amanda Bynes, and then it was like, loop around, and then you drive you loop past to do it. You had to drive through the set of the house from To Kill a Mockingbird, and and it was like, just cut through there, and you're like they shoot ER over there, and then we went through a town square or something.
The old Hazard County Dukes of Hazzard town square.
Yes, so I saw the Dukes of Hazzard set.
Yeah,
it was very exciting.
Yeah, they just took down the Knight Rider sets finally.
So they realized that Knight Rider was canceled 21 years ago.
Yeah.
The word has finally trickled down.
Yeah, they had been shooting episodes of Airwolf in there, but that got axed as well.
Yes. Did you ever have the pleasure of meeting Jan Michael Vincent?
I have not, but I have spoken to his gardener.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a complex man, apparently.
Jan Michael Vincent's gardener would have to be a very complex man.
Yeah, I didn't want specifics, and, it didn't seem right at that time because he had some stuff going on. But, yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I know Jan Michael Vincent.
Via his gardener.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I will say to you, young Sean, thank you so much for that trip on the Warner Brothers lot.
Hey, no problem.
It was very exciting.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that I, after it was over with, that I forgot to show, like the place where Pee Wee Herman swung over the moat on his bicycle.
That's right. You showed me the gate where where he walked in with Milton Berle, right?
Yeah, and I forgot to point out where he interrupted the Twisted Sister video.
Yeah, going down that street.
Yeah.
Don't you see no evil? Don't you hear no evil? 'Cause you know you're gonna burn in hell.
See what else is there? The building where Pee Wee was taken after the cops caught him. If you had extra time, it could have taken you over to the second lot, which they call the ranch. Which is where Pee Wee actually landed his bike on the roof of the house after jumping the fence.
Sure.
And then also on the ranch is the Friends Fountain where they dance around.
Really?
Yeah, and Charlton Heston's apartment from Omega Man.
Wow.
So there's a lot of history there, Tom.
There is a lot of history. There was one exciting moment where you showed me one of the sound stages, and it was it had a plaque on the front of it that listed everything that is filmed on this, that had filmed on this soundstage, and it said, Casablanca. Well, it would name some of the good things and then name the one funny one.
Oh, there's Casablanca, The Adventures of Robin Hood. What else? Treasure of Sierra Madre.
Yeah. Growing Pains.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Like I said, Tom, a lot of history there.
A lot of history.
And Alan Thicke is part of that history.
Mike Seaver made his bones on that lot.
Yeah. In one of these buildings, one of the administration buildings, they've got all these old pictures of the great things that Warner Brothers has done. And there's a nice little subtle Growing Pains tribute photo. Cast photo, the rare season with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's right.
Do you remember that, where he played the orphan who moved in?
Sure.
Yeah, that was one of the shining moments in television history.
Oh, good Lord. Of course it was.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, I want to thank you again for that great experience. Sean from Burbank.
No problem.
You made my day.
Well, yeah, give me a call when the next paper convention is.
Okay, I will.
All right, dude.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Bye.
Bye. 201-200-9368. Open phone Tuesday. FMU, you're on the air.
Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Paycheck in Toronto.
Hey, how are you, Paycheck?
I'm good, man. I want to be the first person, I think, to say welcome back.
Oh, jeepers, thanks.
Am I the first person?
I think you are.
At 1 to 10 in the evening?
Thank you, Paycheck.
You're welcome. I can hardly hear you, man. You're quiet.
How about now?
It's a little better. There you go.
All right?
Yeah.
You sure it's not on your end, Paycheck?
It might be. I'm talking to you through a fax machine.
No, I'm sure it's on my end, then.
I think it's my bad. I'm sorry.
It doesn't sound... Hey, you don't sound loud. I'm talking to you through a fax machine.
I'm talking through a Sharp NX100.
No promotions on the show. You probably work for Sharp, don't you?
That's right. I'm the local rep here in Toronto.
Well, people, do not buy the NX100 based on Paycheck's veiled endorsement of it.
That's right.
So what can I do for you tonight, young man?
Not too much. I just wanted to call and say, welcome back. And it was a long 3 weeks, my friend.
Well, it's over, though.
It is, but I had a chance to check out archives, which is good.
Like, what archives did you check out?
I laughed really hard at the drum one. Remember the one you played the drums?
The one when I had the drum set up in the studio?
Yeah, the Devil's Victory show.
Yes.
That one was funny.
Oh, thank you.
And then I checked out the old one, the first one, which can't be the first show, but the Mets fan versus Yankees fan. That was funny too.
There were 2 shows before that show.
That was the third show?
That are not archived.
Why not?
Because there were technical difficulties with the archiving.
Oh, that's too bad.
They only exist on cassette.
Oh, really?
Yes.
On eBay.
In the Sharpling archives.
Sharpling.com.
No. Someday I will unearth them.
That was the third show, eh?
Yes.
Wow. That was a good one. It was. I mean, it's great that it's all there. Because people go to you. Oh, you ever heard that one? It's really funny, and then it's there, so you don't have to take their word for it.
They're up there. If people want to check out the archives, they can go to friendsoftom.com, and then you just click on archives.
That's right.
And you can listen to all of these shows that we've done in the past. They're provided for you by WFMU.
Free of charge.
Free of charge, exactly.
Well, that's pretty good. So, I don't know what my question is. The only thing happening up here is I'm going down to Detroit for the first time. On Thursday. Have you ever been there?
Have I been to Detroit? No, I have not.
Okay. So you have no tips for me
on how to navigate through Detroit?
That's right.
No. Why are you going to Detroit?
I'm recording a record.
Really? What kind of record?
A punk rock record.
Do you have a punk rock band?
I do.
What is the name of your band?
The name of my band is The Fortunate Sons.
Okay. Is that named after the Creedence song?
Kind of. It's actually named after.
Kind of.
Well, I know. It's through a series of events. Obviously, it is, but it's named after because it's the only. Like, I'm a big Devil Dogs fan, and it's the only Devil Dogs song that I can't find. They recorded it somewhere on like a Spanish, split. 45.
Yeah.
I've never found it. So I kind of was joking, saying.
On like the Munster record label.
I don't think it was on Munster. It was almost like on a fanzine thing. So, and I still to this day haven't found it. So I always said like, "Hey man, like the Fortunate Sons, like the Devil Dog, that lost track." And then so I was like, let's do it. That's funny. So cool.
So would you like to hear the song "Fortunate Son"?
I would.
As done by the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Find it. Matt just handed it to me.
Get out of here.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to cue it up for you right now.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, man.
This goes out to my buddy Paycheck.
Cool.
In Toronto.
T-Dot.
In the T-Dot. He wants to hear Fortunate Son, the Creedence song, as done by the Devil Dogs. And here it is for you, Paycheck.
Thanks, buddy.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna listen right now, or you want to hang up and listen?
I'm gonna listen right now.
Okay, here it goes.
I never meant to be so bad to you. One thing I said that I would never.
Oh, I'm sorry, we just played the Asia record.
It was well worth it.
No, that was the wrong one. I do have it though.
Do you really?
Matt did hand it. Seriously.
Wow, man. Hold on. Okay.
Going out to my buddy Paycheck in the T-Dot, Toronto. I'm sending out to him. It's the band The Devil Dogs with their version of the Creedence smash Fortunate Son here on WFMU.
My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody that this is your song.
I'm so sorry. I guess I played Ewan McGregor singing your song
from
the Moulin Rouge soundtrack. That was a technical error. I apologize. Coming up now for Paycheck on WFMU, the record he's been searching for years. Fortunate Son by the Devil Dogs. Again, I have to apologize. That was Secret Dancer by the band Pout. I thought that was again a technical mishap. Paycheck.
I think you're jerking my chain.
I promise you I'm not. And this is the final time.
Fourth time's a charm?
Now we will get it right.
Okay.
Going out on WFMU, the Devil Dogs with their cover of the Creedence smash, Fortunate Son. Going out to my buddy Paycheck.
It's time for me to talk to you. First of all, how rude of me. My name, I'm told, is Woodsy. Utica is my home, not far from the town of Rome. I was raised by my stepmom, but me, I simply call her Stom.
I am so sorry. That was the Woodsy rap by Woodsy. I apologize, Paycheck.
Well, keep going, man. You might find it sooner or later.
Matt has just informed me we do not have Fortunate Son.
You don't have it.
No.
So the search continues.
The search does continue.
That's all right. I'll get back online. I'll
and you
find
know
it
what?
one day.
When you find it, you're going to call up, and I'm going to play for you the song by Survivor, The Search Is Over.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll feel triumphant.
Yes.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you.
I'll call you then.
Okay, bye. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, wait. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, who's this?
PD. I'm a little sick, Tom.
Hold on one second, PD. You're listening to WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope, worldwide on the World Wide Web at WFMU.org.
Gee.
What's up?
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sick?
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's charming.
No, I'm really doing that though. I'm gonna sing a song, okay, Tommy?
No, I didn't think you were faking that cough.
Oh.
Which is what made it twice as disgusting.
Okay. So, Tommy.
Yeah?
When I sing this song, okay, I might, suddenly collapse on the floor and die.
Then I might suddenly hang up on you.
Okay?
Go ahead.
But, Tommy, this song is by Louis Armstrong, but, I heard it, by the Ramones. Okay, Tommy?
Okay. Hey, how was the record fair?
I'm going to say that after I play the song.
Okay.
Okay. I see trees cut down, dead bodies too. I see them die for George Bush, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. suffering from malaria cry. I see marketing ads on crappy TV, followed by the Jimmy Neutron movie. Oh, lose their fascination as they watch Jay Leno, and they don't notice as the world explodes. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. As I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
All right. Hey, nice song there, Petey.
You heard that, Tommy?
What do you call that song?
I call it What a Wonderful World, but with changed lyrics about people dying and doggies being gassed. That's what I call it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
I went to the record fair.
How was it?
It was awesome, Tommy. I met most of the buddies, but some of them couldn't make it.
Like, who'd you meet?
Purple Shirt and Dark Overlord and Officer Tom and Langston Henry and John Junk and the OC DJ and some other people, too.
And were you performing at the record fair?
A little bit. First I was like attacking Purple Shirt while he was dressed up in a gorilla suit.
Uh-huh.
But then my 2 strings broke.
Yeah.
2 of them, so like I didn't perform. But I asked Ken, and he said next year I can perform live.
Really?
Yeah. Probably.
Cool.
Not sure though.
Nah, we'll make it happen.
Okay. And I bought some CDs too.
Like what CDs
Like
did you get?
Jan Deck and Shonen Knife and I think a King CD and James Brown.
And do you feel the influence of Jandek in your music?
A little bit, Tommy. I didn't get to listen to the whole CD though. Because they're really long songs, and Faber just didn't want to sit through them, you know?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying, Tommy? That's why I'm getting a CD player for Christmas.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
So you're sick, huh?
pretty much. I stayed home like Friday, Monday, today. I'm probably going to stay home Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, what's the use of going to school, right,
You're
Tommy?
faking. You got to admit you're faking it.
No, I'm not.
Little bit faking it.
No.
You could have gone to school
Yeah, but
today.
sometimes I'm like gagging, like on the mucus.
You could have gone to school today.
I could though, but I would have died. Tommy, if I started getting the mucus, Tommy, you would never hear me on the radio again. I tell you that, Tommy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we can't have that happen.
Yep.
Well, young Petey,
What?
it's time for us to say goodnight.
But I just want to say a few more things, Tom.
You can say, go real quick.
Okay, on Aqua Teens, right?
Yeah?
Meatwad jumped out of the window. Wasn't that funny?
Sure.
I didn't think you saw it. Tom.
What else?
And I'm just going to plug one thing, okay? One thing.
Okay.
TD Prophecies. Like, you know that guy Matthew that you had a link on your page? It was like a blog place.
Yeah?
Well, I got inspired by him to make one of those places and, like, write reviews and stuff.
PD Prophecies. How can we find
You go
PD
to
Prophecies?
flipping side, and then on the little navigation thing with the icons, you click on the mouth.
So the name of your website is theflippingside.com.
.com.
Okay,
But
people
not
can check.
everything's there yet.
People can check that out.
I just want to add one more thing before I go.
Sure.
How come you like Amanda Bynes?
She's a talented young lady.
No, she's not.
She's very funny.
No, she had the worst Nickelodeon shows ever.
Shame on you, Petey.
And she's a bad actor.
Oh.
She just wants the money, Tommy.
What's that?
Don't get tricked by her, Tommy.
Shame on you,
She
Petey.
wants you to think.
Did you ever see What I Like About You?
No.
That show on
And
the
I
WB?
don't want to, Tommy.
Well, you should
I
see it.
just don't want to.
What if somebody said, "Hey, what if they were judging you, Petey, by the work you did on WFMU 2 years ago?"
Who? Who's judging me?
What if some caller said, "You know what? I think Petey stinks because I
They'll
heard
say-
him call a show and he was hyper and all he did was yell and then he got hung up on." You wouldn't like that,
I
would
won't
you?
even respond to that, Tommy. There's just no use, Tommy. It's gonna do nothing.
You wouldn't like that, would you?
I wouldn't, Tommy,
If
but
they
you know, our
condemned you.
Amanda Bynes, come on. She doesn't even have a mind.
What?
Maybe when she was like 2, she like...
Shame on you.
ABCs,
For
but, like,
shame.
By the time she was 5, Tommy, she just, you know, Nickelodeon, like, chopped off her brain and stuck in a little, like, remote control that they controlled her.
How dare you
Yeah.
badmouth Amanda Bynes?
That was a bad analogy. Tommy.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
I don't appreciate this line of discussion.
Well, I'm sorry for that, Tommy.
She's a talented young lady.
No, she's not.
You should be proud to be in her generation.
Okay?
Say, I am proud.
I'll think about that, Tommy.
Say, I am
and just
proud.
just like what the professor says, I'll leave you with this thought, Tommy.
No, you don't leave. You don't leave me with any thought. Now, you get off my phone. FMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, Tom.
Hey, who's this?
This is Bruce from Rhode Island.
How you doing, Bruce?
Oh, fine. Had a great time at the record fair.
Oh, good. I'm glad you did.
It was nice to meet everybody. I'm sad PD forgot that we met, but oh well.
He didn't forget. He's sick.
Yeah.
He's overwhelmed.
He was kind of he's an experience to meet.
Is he what you thought he would be like?
I didn't know what to expect when I met him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was, cruising around the aisles, and then all of a sudden you see this little kid with glasses and a guitar.
Uh-huh.
And there he was, the magic that is Petey.
Yes. All 12 years old of him.
Yeah, exactly. All 12 years old of him, and his dad and his brother.
That's exciting.
Oh, yeah, it was a great time.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, but one of the funnier things was, you get there, you see, the hardcore collectors. And you see, certain people you've seen on TV for years, like Matt Pinfield, digging through like 7 inches like there's no tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
But,
Did you get Matt Pinfield's autograph?
No, I did not get Matt Pinfield's autograph.
Why not? You know you wanted it.
No, I didn't.
You know you wanted it.
Actually, I did meet somebody I wanted to meet.
Who's that?
Oh, I got to meet Bryce.
Did you get Bryce's autograph?
No, I didn't. But I know he came over to the table. I missed him when he came over to the table, but I went to, say hi to him anyways.
Did you get a pen?
Yes, I did. I got a pen.
The Best Show pens are available, everybody. If you email me, if you're a Friends of Tom member, you know what? If you're a Friends of Tom member, I'll send you a pen. Just email me and I'll send you a pen. If you want a pen, contact me. Just give me your current address. Just email me. Go to friendsoftom.com. Email me. Just give me your address, and then you'll get a pen. I can't go back to your old address because it might have changed. The one that's in the that I sent when I sent everybody's cards out. So, Best Show pens, and describe the pen for everybody if you could.
Oh, it's a nice blue, sparkly type pen with it says the Best Show on WFMU.
With a logo designed by Chris from Toronto.
It's
Thanks
very
to
nice.
him. He did an unbelievable job on the design and helping me navigate through getting those pens manufactured. And I tip my hat to him. Blink. That was me tipping my hat to him.
Yeah, they're really nice, I gotta say.
Yes, and they're available to you free. The Friends of Tom member. Just email me, and I'll send you one. All right, Bruce?
Yeah, sure.
Well, thanks for attending the record fair, and I'm glad you had fun.
I had a great time. I can't wait for the spring one.
Thanks for working the table.
Oh, sure.
All right, you have a good night.
You too.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bruce. Bye. Hey, everybody. Best Show on WFMU. We'll be back in a couple minutes, but let's listen to some hot rock from... Oh, we just heard the Dirt Bombs from their album, Dangerous Magical Noise. On the In the Red label. Sun is Shining. Before that, Chain Gang. Son of Sam, the classic. Classic single. Collected on the Perfumed compact disc. Put out by Matador. And starting us off, the X-Models. Zoo Psychology, the name of that cut. I think that was the name of the cut. I don't know. On the French Kiss label. And again, 201-200-9368 is the number. There's a new contest. We had our awesome song contest for the Friends of Tom, which went so great. It was so awesome, that contest. All those entries, over 40 songs written by the fantastic listenership about the show. Coming up, we've got another contest. And by the way, I want to say about that song contest, if you are one of the 5 finalists in that contest, if you are, let me just name the people. If you are Rob M., if you are the Mystery Girls, if you are Chris from Toronto, if you are Officer Tom, or if you are Jay, please send me your email address, send me your mailing address so that I can get you your prize packs. I will get them out to you as soon as I get your addresses. But what I need are your addresses. And I would love to get Smash or Trash back. Remember, Smash or Trash was where we a band sends in a song, and then the listeners vote whether it's a smash or whether it's trash. So if you have a band out there and you want your band heard on the radio, Smash or Trash is the way to go. Just contact me through the Friends of Tom website, and we'll get your band on Smash or Trash. We'll announce this upcoming contest, though, soon. Soon we'll announce it. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's this is Officer Tom,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
How are you tonight?
Good. How you doing?
Doing okay.
You glad to be back?
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
We're all glad to have you back.
Well,
Tom.
thank you.
We missed you a lot.
I think I'm more glad to be back, though. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good right now. I got a little tied up, and I just got clear, and I was hoping to call you earlier, but the time is now.
The time is now. How was the record fair?
Oh, boy, you missed out on possibly the best record fair
of
all record fairs.
I wish I was there. I was on the other I was in L.A.
Right.
when the record fair was going on, walking around a small press comic book convention on the UCLA campus with Listener T and Quimby in such back pain. And I was just thinking, across the country right now, the record fair is going on and I'm not there.
Well, we were honoring you, Tom, as usual.
Well, I wish I was there. It would have been nice.
Did you see the pictures
Yes.
on the website?
Yes, I did. And if anybody else wants to see the pictures, you can just, again, for the 900th time, you go to Friends of Tom, and then you can just click on the, there's a thing that says FOT table, and you can look at the pictures. And it looks like everybody's having a good time. There's a picture of you and Petey. Let me look at this picture right now. It's a picture of you, Petey, and Matt. This is an exciting photo.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a picture of Who's this dude? Is that Petey's dad? Yeah, there's Petey's dad.
He's a character, Petey's dad.
Petey's dad is a character. What's this picture of you with the muscle, with the weightlifter's body attached to it?
That's something from Purple Shirt's computer abilities. He superimposed my face on the bodybuilder body there.